Okay, I appreciate Felicia giving me advice. I want to start learning more about my vocals. At the same time, it's like I've been in this way longer than you, boo. I could do this too. So, baby, no, don't break my heart. Darling, no, don't break my heart. Don't break my heart. I can definitely tell with Irish and Misha that they weren't the lead singers of their group. Come on. Because people be thinking that you like women, so I'm very careful with it, like, because you was just leaning, your arm was leaning here, and you did that. That's why I was like, let me just move for a minute. If you receive anything, I know, no, that's it has nothing to do with you, but I gotta be vocal, because back in the day I was with a woman, you know what I mean, and that's something God delivered me from. And I don't play that. I don't play that play. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want nobody to think that that's where I'm at in my life. As far as me being perceived as a woman who is a lesbian or me being gay, it's important to me because you just want to make sure that you don't put anything out there that's not true. It's no disrespect or no shade on anybody else, but this is just my truth. I'm very specific and very careful with stuff because I don't want somebody to get the wrong idea, you know what I mean? Oh, no. And there's nothing against you, baby.
Oh, no, I don't take it personally at all, Jane.
So, praise, I no shame in my game. I just wanted to be honest. That's right. Yes. I've never been the person who's confrontational. I don't like confrontation, and I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to be funny. But if I don't speak up for myself, who will? That was weird. I just got very disappointed now. That is not okay to me.
Wow, it was a lot that I just showed y'all. I just showed y'all 2 clips from Encore, with all the girls. The first clip was Lamisha and Irish. They were singing in the studio. No, don't break my heart. With the producers. No, don't break my heart. Something like that. However it went. They probably would have put me out the group anyway. That's fine. But I said no, don't break my heart. Anyway, Lamisha and Irish, the 702 girls, they're a struggle. They've been struggling a little bit. And, every chance they get, the twins, Fallon and Felicia, call them out. Now listen, I'm not going to say I disagree with what the twins said, but I am going to say they are extra shady. In the delivery of it all. But am I mad? Sorry, y'all. My allergies are out of control today. I just took some 2 Benadryls. I'm gonna head to sleep soon, but I want to get this video out. But yeah. Listen, I can. Those girls haven't performed in a long time. I'm sure. 702 got back together. Was it last year, or the year before that? Something like that. Mila is the lead singer. She's actively out there and doing her thing, and putting out content and constantly singing. Irish and Lamisha, they took a long time from the music industry. They lived normal lives, and they wasn't singing for a long time. So it's a lot to just jump back in there, and then also being older than everybody else is also another thing. Not that means they're incapable, because they are completely capable. I'm just saying, like, it can sometimes be intimidating in a sense when you are of a certain age and you're around all younger people and you're not necessarily keeping up like they are. And because that's what they'd be like, oh well, that's what they would expect from somebody like y'all. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I pray they get it together, and I feel like they will. The second clip, child, was Pam. Pam, you're a lesbian. Just please shut up. I wasn't even offended by that, to be honest. Keely was offended, and Keely told her later on in the episode that she was highly demoralized and she was offended and everything. Side note, can we just say how much we love Nivea? Nivea is me. Nivea is a live wire. Nivea lives in her own world. Nivea is just a fun girl. You know, she's super talented, but she's just her own person, own personality, wacky. You know, just the live wire of the crew. Just a cool all around chick. I love Nivea. Ooh, just keep your water cold for days and days. Ooh. Ain't that like some good cold water? You hear me? So anyway. Yes. A mess. Pam, she says she's been delivered from homosexuality. She dealt with a woman years ago. So I guess, you know, she had said that she, you know, was an alcoholic at one point in her life. And she said that, you know, God basically told her, or a voice told her that she needs to stop or she's going to die. So she got off alcohol, and I guess in that same breath, that same voice told her to get off of women. So that's what she did. And she, you know, did this whole spiel. Later on in the episode said that, you know, my Bible says a man should lay with a man, a woman should lay with a woman, and the whole thing. Keely said she was bisexual. You know, Keely's upset. She feels like Pam is homophobic and all that kind of stuff. All this during Pride Month, by the way. Happy Pride Month. And also happy Juneteenth. Child, is finally a holiday. I don't want no mess from y'all whites, okay? I want this to be treated like Christmas, Juneteenth. I want to get paid holidays at work. I want y'all to show out and act a fool. Black people, this is our day, alright? We got a month, but we got an extra day added because of Juneteenth, okay? Want us to just sit and sit pretty, and I want us to be off work, etc. Indeed. And yes, during Pride Month, Pam just spewing all that foolishness. Pam, we'll pay you no attention. We all know who you was in total. And who you still is. You can say what you want to say. That's fine. But we're going to move on. I ain't even mad at Pam, child. Just let that lady be in denial. She's been delivered just like, what's her name? The old boy's been delivered, child. So, whatever. Been delivered right to another woman. And old boy's been delivered right to another man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. What's his name? Crazy, church going, fool, a little mental. What's his name? Whatever. Y'all know him. Sis. Anyway. So, after the studio session, the ladies went home. And they see Cedar's World. Cedar's World come back on the screen. Oh my God, I'm so clogged up. Jesus. Cedar's World is on the screen, and she tells them that they need to award a queen in the house. They need to crown a queen in the house. And the queen is the one that's going to be setting rules, and they have to listen to her until another queen is brought into fruition. Now, the queen of the house rules is they need to come together as a group and record the album. You will perform songs from your album in a live show on your 29th day in the Music Mansion. And you must feature all of the members of the group on at least 3 of the songs you perform. You know, normally that would be a problem. But with 8 girls, it's like, dang, is y'all gonna get 2 words to say and then we're gonna move on to the next girl? Like, that's a lot. But anyway, the person they awarded to be the queen of the house was Pam. So Aubrey got like 2 votes. Fallon and Felicia, they got a vote. I think they voted for each other. Keely got a vote. She voted for herself. Who else got a vote? Fallon, Felicia, Keely, Aubrey, and Pam, I think. Yeah. But Pam ended up getting the most votes out of everybody. They felt like she's the most level-headed and she would be the most fair for everything. And I actually agree. She's in denial. But I do, like Pam. I still do like Pam. I think she's ridiculous. I mean, she should have never said it out of her mouth. It's like me saying that. The lies. But, so, she became the queen and it was lovely. So, soon we get like a little conversation between Keely and Fallon, one of the twins, and they're talking about Lamisha and Irish. They're saying that basically one of the twins was like, I want to tell Irish so bad that she don't have any control of her voice. And let's talk about Lamisha too, and they basically feel like they don't need to be there because, they're not good enough or whatever, in their opinion. Lamisha overheard and she goes crying to Nivea, Shamari, and Pam. And, they calm her down. She's emotional about it, naturally. I understand. And it's not like the twins have been necessarily nice in the beginning. But I do see mess in Lamisha. Lamisha definitely got a mouth on her. I can definitely tell that she was the one that kept getting into it with Mila in 702. I definitely see that because Irish has always been kind of quiet. I can definitely see that because, Lamisha had an issue with Mila being in the group A because 702 started off as a family group of sisters. And then later on, Mila became in. Y'all know Irish had a twin sister, Oris, who passed. She had a type of cancer. And she was one of the original 702 members. So anyway, 702 started off as a family thing. But then Mila came on. And then Mila ended up being the lead singer. So it's like, we created this thing, but then here comes this other girl and she ended up being the lead singer. Mila does have the stronger voice, but I'm just saying, that's not the point when it comes to something you created and somebody coming in and kind of, in your opinion, taking over. I don't think most of that was Mila's fault. It's just so happened out of the 3, she had the strongest voice, and it was probably the producers and y'all team. Whoever is the lead singer, that is the person that is the front runner. They get the most parts and etc. I mean, a group to talk about that with would be SWV. How Coco was the lead singer, and Taj and Lily did the backgrounds. So anyway, don't mean that you can't sing. The backgrounds are just as important as the leads, in my opinion. Shoot, I'd rather be in the background anyway. Half the time, I don't feel like it. Just let me be in the background, child. There's a lot of pressure on the lead singer for sure. Anyway, so Pam wanted to have a house meeting, so that all the ladies sat down. Lamisha instantly, before Pam could even say what the issue was, Lamisha started talking. She was just like, I just want y'all to be real. I want y'all to say what y'all said. The twins have been saying stuff, saying that me and Irish are old, and we need to be on K's, and we'll need to be her, and all that kind of stuff. Felicia got mad, because Felicia was not the twin that said it was Fallon, and she said that it's frustrating that being twins, they lock them together so much, and like, when you just see Tia Mowry, and then you say, "Hey, Tia Tamara," when it's just Tia. Yeah, but I know it was Tamara too. It's just a natural thing when you are twins, I'm assuming. So we definitely see that Fallon is the more shady twin. And when it comes to the twins, just to throw this out there, they both are super talented, super cute, and can sing. Also super shady. But Felicia has the stronger voice, the better voice in my opinion. Anyway, so Felicia was irritated by that. So then Keely decided to speak up, and that's what I said earlier in this review. She was just like, there's been certain behavior, certain things that she's noticed that has just been incredibly demoralizing. Nibby in the background making comments, making everybody laugh. You know, something I would do probably. Also, early in the episode, Aubrey said that she could see Nivea in the group with her and the twins, but she just don't have any discipline. Basically saying that she can't control Nivea. Nivea's on the live wire, and Nivea gonna do Nivea. Nivea's all over the place. In a good way. So far, I mean, she ain't bothering nobody. She's enjoying herself, having fun. Nivea's happy to be on TV. Interesting enough, Nivea is the only one that has not actually been in a girl group. So it's interesting they picked her. And it's also interesting they picked Aubrey, because if this is supposed to be R&B, Aubrey's not R&B. It was very interesting, and I thought that this was all, we all know why Aubrey's on the show, for the foolishness, for the mess. I wouldn't be surprised if Aubrey is behind the scenes getting an extra check somehow, or if the producers specifically chose Aubrey because they know that she would bring the mess and would do it for a coin. And the same thing for Keely. Keely's also here for the mess. Keely, she already has this reputation. So if Keely was an angel, we wouldn't believe it anyway. So it's just like, we know what they give. And Aubrey's no angel either. So we know why they on the show, child. It's just a little shocking that we got even more villains. The twins. Twin villains. But yeah. So Keely said that, and then that's when Keely got on Pam. Pam said that foolishness, about man shouldn't lie with a man, and a woman shouldn't lie with a woman, and said that, I'm not homophobic and whoop to whoop. Yeah. Shamari looks so good in her confessionals. She looks so good. I can see that Shamari's really trying to stay neutral and, for the most part, unless something's just completely wrong, and Shamari's just playing it cool and, on the show, which is good. It's the one thing I would do for sure. Let me see. So Aubrey, she decided, and Fallon decided to get on Keely. Was like, well, Keely, what is your position on the show? Like, who are you? What have you done? Like, you sit and talk crap about everybody, and then you sit back and act like you ain't did nothing. You sit and talk about this girl to this girl and this girl, and say that you're for unity, but really, you just running around starting mess and called her BITCH and all that kind of stuff. And it looks like all the other girls agreed. I mean, Keely is Keely, y'all. And Aubrey and Keely is similar in many ways. That's why they can't get along. I always heard growing up, two people that's just alike ain't gonna get along. And they think they're completely different from one another. That's what be funny. Y'all know folks like that. That's pretty much the same person, but they can't get along, can't stand each other. And whoop to whoop. That's why. Y'all just can't see it because it's y'all. But other people see it. And you may do things a little differently, or you may have a different strategy or go about things in a different way, but the the feeling, the meaning, the purpose is the same. Hello? So, but she decided to go up in her room, you know, and she decided to create a vision board, basically to explain and show how she saw the 8 girls. And it was just pretty much 4 pictures. One with the girl by herself, and she's standing by a wall, and we see the shadow of like 3 or 4 hands. And then we see another group of girls in a photo, all different races. There was like 5 of them, and they were like laying down next to each other. And then there was another photo. I mean, it was cute for what it was, I guess. It wasn't that deep to me, but they all felt like it was deep. It was like, yes, this is how we need to see each other. It was like, yes, this is creative director stuff. Ain't Keely gonna get mad? Aubrey don't like Keely. Aubrey was like, well, Keely's had plenty of time to do something if she really wanted to, and she didn't. So I'm pretty much gonna take over. So I'm like, child, this is gonna be a mess. So Aubrey presented it to the girls. They all loved it. Then they all decided to jump on Keely, which I actually felt bad for Keely in that moment. You know, I don't really care for Keely. But I did feel bad for her in that moment. I don't like for anybody to be jumped on. It's just me. It just takes me back to a place, darling. I just don't like for anybody for a bunch of people to jump down on one person. I just don't like it. That's why I don't watch fighting videos and somebody get jumped. Like, I can't take it. I would literally want to come through the screen. You know, even if that person was wrong in what they did, I just don't. It just does something to me. It just really makes me mad and sad at the same time. And it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Like, come on. That person ain't no crime fighter. That person ain't no superhero. Why it take 6 people to beat up on one person? Like, what is that about? Come on now. Just don't like it. Anyway. Keely was sitting on the stool crying and upset. Then Fallon, the same one who called her BITCH, gets up and she was like, look, y'all girls could not stand me and my sister the other day. And now we all cool. And I just can't allow y'all to sit up and beat up on Keely. So Keely goes off with the twins. She's crying. She was just like, I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. You know, all this could have been avoided if it was established with the girls that Keely was the creative director before they even signed on to come on the show. But that would take out the fun, right? That would take out the drama, right? And ultimately, this is the reality show. And this is a big element of it, child. So we gonna see. This show is still giving me what I need. I still appreciate the show. I still appreciate all the girls, all of them. And I love it. Like I said, this is what I'm good at. You know, talking about groups, R&B groups, black groups, 90s. Like, this is all me. Girl groups, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Excuse-Me on Instagram and Twitter, at Excuse-Me89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal, and as always, run me my money or run me my fade, run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. Happy Father's Day to all the amazing fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to my daddy. I'll see you one day, Pops. Again. Stay black, stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later.